From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Bulls and the Buffalo Bills. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Got a game situation. Let's go. Fire.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll buy some time right. A bad on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Set, ready. 60 or. Hey, Delta. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. What's the run? They're running it. Check. 53 is Mike. Check. 53 is Mike.
Second and 15. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Open man here is Cole. And a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Still on his feet. And now he's going to use his legs. And he coughed it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side. Trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
Here we go. Single. Watch.
Ready. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A nice gain at 21 yards. From the gun, Purdy. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Looking to throw. Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And this one is right through. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
53, Mike. Let's go.
On second down now. It's Sanders. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll drop the throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Second and 2. Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain there of 21 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Purdy. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And those linemen, of course, can't be more passes thrown, and they might have been so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So Their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, Purdy looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Adam Shaheen there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And an alley to run. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Hey, Wahoo! Here we go. Mike, 53. 53.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a carry for Sanders. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
At the 50-yard line. A gain of 12. And the Brooklyn first down.
Ready? 90 Wolf.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports.
Ready, break. 53 is the mark. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Go. 53 is the mark. 53, check 53. I got it. Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Travis Kelce, 20, 10, and touchdown. Travis Kelce, 50 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. And sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Under crunch. Shift. Let's go.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on third down. Purdy able to find Shaheen, the tight end. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Yep. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Watch the safety creep. Kill. Be driven.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Danny. Fight.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
2nd and 9 now. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Switch up. Now.
On third down, Purdy. This one caught by his tight end, Mack. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Fournette, a first down carry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Ready.
Back to throw. Purdy. And he's going to go down again.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Come
on. What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And now he'll tuck it and run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. X3. 218. Chopper. Touchdown defense. Wide. Get wide. Check.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. 2nd and 4. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Charlie. That's the way. Mike 5-4, Mike 5.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
53, Mike.
They'll set up to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. Here they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment.
53, Mike 53.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Fighting through. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
Bravo! You must be drinking. 53 for Mike. 53 for Mike. Go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And it's caught. Touchdown. Sterling Shepard. As time expires in the first half, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Jim.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alpha.
Looking to throw. Purdy. He finds his man Johnson. Past the 20. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
18 Gator. Number 53, line 53. Let's go, let's get this ball back.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
53, check 53. Okay, double up.
Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 40, the 30. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's Kelsey on the ground. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Throwing on first down. Purdy. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Purdy. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Back to throw. Purdy. Goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Go.
Operating from the gun, Purdy. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if like they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. They'll run. It's Sanders. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! Miles Sanders, 47 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, Purdy. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
To throw again. Purdy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
94.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
53, Mike. Me and you all day. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
Another run with Sanders, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
61, matchbox right. Hey, Haywood. 53 to Mark. 53, check 53. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Five.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Sterling Shepard. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, it's Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Orbit.
Now back to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll run with Sanders. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. It's the fullback there to make the grab. And his guys have taken the lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
On the ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Move. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, Alpha. Mike, 36. Get it.
Throwing again. Purdy. He's looking deep for Bell. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Check it out, read. Shit. Topper. Hey, Echo. Shoot.
To throw on 3rd down. Purdy. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They go play action here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm scared. 53 for Mike. 53 for Mike.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
You're out.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, let's get this.
2nd and 11. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The offense on 3rd down today, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On first down, it's Sanders. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Watch that creep. Watch that creep. Hey, lock it. Smooth. Get it.
Back to throw. Flushed up. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 3. And he fires one incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you've also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll look to throw. He completes this one to Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Ready, break.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
At the 36-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go. Here we go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Go. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Go.
2nd and 9 now. And Sanders has got it complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Sanders. A gain of 18 on the play. And a Brooklyn first down.
Come on, set. 8, read. Check 53. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ready.
Boston Scott, his first carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for our visitors, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.